Tax Refund 2026 update. In today's video, we are going to go over IRS online transcripts as well as some of the most common transcript codes. So make sure you stay tuned for all of the details. But before we begin, as always, welcome back, everyone. So very happy to have you back for another IRS update. This information is being shared from irs.gov. Now let's begin with some Q&A on your IRS online transcript. Let's go ahead and get started with, why does my wage and income transcript state no record of return file for the current tax year? And the answer is, if you see a message of no record of return file for the current tax year, it means information has not populated to your transcript yet. So if you are seeing no record of return file, that does not mean that the IRS does not have your 2025 tax return. It simply means that they have not populated your tax return to your IRS online transcript. Next, how long must you wait for a transcript to be available for the current tax year? The answer is, when a tax return transcript is available depends on several factors, such as how you file your tax return. If you file electronically or by mail, that determines when your transcript will be available. Now let's go over some of the time frames. For example, if you file electronically, it states allow 2 to 3 weeks after your return has been submitted before you request your IRS online transcript. If you file on paper, allow 6 to 8 weeks after you mail your tax return before requesting your IRS online transcript. Let's move on to what hours are your transcript services available online. And it states that all transcript service types are available 24 hours, 7 days a week. Now, how do you request a transcript for an older tax year when it is not available online? And it states that you must submit Form 4506-T in order to request for a transcript of a previous year. Now, if you are using your individual online account, your tax return and record of account transcripts are only available for the current tax year and 3 prior tax years. And to locate your previous transcript for a prior year, there is a Show All Expand button below the online tax account transcript type that may provide additional years for you to select. Now let's move on to your transcript information doesn't appear to be correct. And it states that in some cases, the IRS may have changed the reported figures of your original tax return when you file because of errors or because it is incomplete or was missing information. If the IRS changed the figures on your tax return during processing, a tax return transcript will show your original figures labeled per return and the corrected figures labeled per computer. If you file an amended return or the IRS adjusted your account after it was processed, you must request a record of account transcript. If the transcript obtained doesn't appear to be correct or contains unfamiliar information, make sure to call 1-800-829-1040. Now here's an example of what an IRS transcript looks like. Now let's go over some of the IRS online transcript codes. For example, 150 is tax return file. 806 is W-2 or 1099 withholding. 766 is tax relief credit. 846 is refund issued. 290 is additional tax assets. 971 means a notice was issued. And the last one on the list, 776, means interest credit to your account. Tax credits, withholding credits, credits for interest the IRS owes you, the taxpayer, and tax adjustments that reduce the amount of taxes owed are shown as negative amounts on your IRS account transcript. In other words, negative amounts on an IRS transcript can be considered in you, the taxpayer's favor. It usually means the IRS owes you a tax refund. Now let's go over some additional transcript codes. 420 means under examination. That means that the IRS is reviewing your 2025 tax return. 428 means examination or appeals case transfer. 460 is extension of time for filing. 480 is offer in compromise pending. 494 notice of deficiency. 520 IRS litigation instituted. 530 indicates that an account is currently not collectible, and 582 is a lien indicator, and 768 is earned income credit. Make sure to stay tuned on how to contact the IRS if your 2026 or 2025 tax refund is delayed. Contact the IRS at 1-800-829-1040, and you can contact the Taxpayer Advocate Service for assistance as well, especially if you are experiencing financial hardship due to your tax refund being delayed. You can contact them at 1-877-777-4778. You can also schedule an in-person appointment by calling 844-545-5640. You can also contact your local state representative by going to house.gov, put in your zip code, finding your representative, and you can contact them to receive assistance in finding out what the delay is. So make sure to explore all of these options to find out what is causing the tax refund delay. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come back for more tax refund updates and breaking news. Bye-bye.